This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for May 26, 2023. And in the news this evening, two men allegedly pulled off $2.9 million robbery at Ocheria's game shop. Two men pulled off a $2.9 million robbery at a game shop at the Little Pub Plaza in Ocheria, St. Anne on Thursday morning. Reports are that a 35-year-old bartender had arrived at the Lucky Numbers shop at about 9:40 a.m. and had just opened up the gaming shop and the bar when one man entered and asked for a cigarette. After that, the first customer was joined by a second man who ordered a half flask of rum. The bartender was reportedly in the process of serving the customer when the man that ordered the cigarette pulled a firearm, pointed it at her, and both the men demanded money. The gunmen then took a sum of $2,987,500 cash from a safe and $6,200 from the bar. The men then absconded on foot. The safe was not locked. The Ocheria's police are investigating. Fire at the JDF's Up Park Camp base. Investigators from the Jamaica Fire Brigade are seeking to determine the cause of Friday morning's fire at the Jamaica Defensive Force Up Park Camp base in Kingston. The fire started in the Lathbury Barracks guard room sometime after 5 o'clock. The Jamaica Fire Brigade says when a team from the York Park Fire Station responded, fire was seen in the roof of the building. The building was partially damaged. A unit from the JDF Air Wing assisted in extinguishing the blaze. The JDF says all personnel in the barracks at the time of the fire were accounted for, and those affected by the blaze were attended to by medical personnel on location. There were no reports of serious injuries. Teen among two accused of chopping man to death in Yalas. A 16-year-old boy is among two charged for murder following an incident in Yalas, St. Thomas on May 13. Charged with the murder of 25-year-old Ricardo Grant, also of Dudley Burke Lane in Yalas, are Damian Grant and the teen, all of Dudley Burke Lane, Yalas in the parish. Reports from the Morant Bay police are that about 9 p.m., Damian and the 16-year-old accused Ricardo of exposing himself to their family member, and an argument developed. It is alleged that both of the accused attacked Ricardo and inflicted several chop wounds to his body. He was assisted to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Damian and the teen were handed over to the police where they were charged following a question and answer session in the presence of their attorney. Education Minister departs island amid teachers' protest. Amidst a two-day industrial strike action by teachers over salary discrepancies and a compensation review, Minister of Education Favour Williams was seen departing the island on Friday. Teachers on Friday voiced their discontent outside the Ministry of Finance in Kingston, pointing to the discrepancies in salaries, with one educator asserting that there will be an exodus of teachers. The teachers pointed out that there are many unresolved issues in the compensation review that the government was yet to iron out. When contacted, Director of Corporate Communication at the Ministry of Education, Colin Steer, stated that the minister is able to carry out her functions wherever she is. That's not something I would comment on. The minister is a responsible person and she is able to do her work wherever she is, he told the news. Placard-bearing teachers march on MOE Region 5 office in Manchester. A group of approximately 20 placard-bearing teachers marched from the Manchester High School to the Ministry of Education's Region 5 office in Mandeville on Friday. The teachers, for the second consecutive day, registered their displeasure with the issues arising from the compensation review. President of the Jamaica Teachers Association, St. Elizabeth Association Mark Smith, told the news that teachers remain aggrieved. The whole issue of how it is the Ministry of Education acting through the Ministry of Finance has not been able to respond in a very effective and efficient way to many of the concerns, he said. Teachers in Westmoreland, St. Elizabeth, Manchester, Clarendon, Kingston, St. Andrew and St. Thomas continued industrial action today, Friday, May 26. In Kingston, a group of teachers voiced their discontent outside the Ministry of Finance, pointing to the discrepancies in salaries with one educator asserting that there will be an exodus of teachers. The teachers shouted in unison messages such as "We teach, we care, so give us our share," and "We don't all want to migrate, but we realize you come to frustrate." On Thursday, the Ministry of Labor said it arranged an emergency conciliation meeting for Friday between the JTA and MOE. The JTA on Wednesday had called on teachers in Hanover, St. James, Trelawney, St. Anne, St. Mary, and Portland to take industrial strike action May 29 and 30, and an all-island industrial strike action is set for May 31 and June 1. Smith said teachers feel left behind. "We are asking that both ministries do take the opportunity to engage with the president of the JTA and to listen to the concerns of the teachers of this country. We have been for too long being asked to hold the strain, and it is very important at this inflection point that we register our concerns and how it is that we feel," he said. "We really feel that we are being left behind, especially against the backdrop of the recent controversy surrounding salaries with our political directorate. We have not beef and we have no problem with our politicians deserving a raise, but we also believe that the teachers of this country deserve a raise that reflects the work," he added. He said there are issues with the payment of teachers. "We want people to be held accountable for this type of inefficiency, and it has impacted the life of our teachers in such a dramatic way. Many of our colleagues unable to pay their bills," said Smith. Barber charged with shop breaking. A barber who was caught by residents following a break-in at the Ferry Hill, Portland on Tuesday has been charged. 39-year-old Arland Pennant of Greenville, Manchester and Claremont, St. Anne has been charged with shop breaking with intent and the possession of housebreaking implements. Reports are that about 3:10 a.m., a business operator securely locked her business establishment and left. Residents later heard a noise coming from the premises and went to investigate. It is alleged that Mr. Pennant and another man were seen coming from the shop. The residents gave chase and accosted Mr. Pennant and handed him over to the police. He was subsequently charged. 3 teens charged after allegedly robbing boy of phone. 3 teenage boys have been charged with robbery with aggravation regarding an incident along Windy Way, Harborview, Kingston on Wednesday. They are from a Kingston address. Reports are that about 2:40 p.m., the teens approached the 15-year-old complainant on his way home and began to slap him violently in his face. He was held by one of the boys and robbed of his black LG K20 cellular phone. The complainant managed to escape and went home. The matter was reported to the police and the juveniles were charged on Thursday, May 25. All 3 of the accused are to attend the family court on Thursday, June 8. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.